Greetings, everybody. Welcome to the Obelisk Lounge. This is Justice, and I am back with a reading on the Black Dahlia. So I'm going to be starting a Hollywood murder mystery series. And so this is just going to be like the first installment in that series because I want to know what happened to her. I remember when I was like in elementary school, like fifth grade, watching a documentary about her, and I've always just been like so fascinated with like what happened, because it's like, who the freak in their right mind dismembers a person's body and then carves their face with a freaking smiley face? Like who does that? And then it's like nobody knows what happened to this lady. And so I'm like, well, I'm about to find out, because for one, I'm a diviner. I can find out anything, okay? I can read anything in any situation as long as I have access to do it. You know what I'm saying? Or permission, rather, to do it, because I don't like to be disrespectful. There's an etiquette when it that takes place when it comes to divining that a lot of these people don't have. I exercise etiquette and integrity when I read. And so if it's a situation that I can read on, I'm going to read it. And so I really want to find out like what happened to this lady. This reading probably won't be that long because, like I said, I really just want to know what happened, what was going on the night before, this happened, like those last like few days, those last few moments. And also who did it. Like, I want to know who did it. And why they did it. So I don't know. Then again, okay, so it may be like a little bit lengthy, but let me get my question. So my first question is, I don't have a pen. Well, I'll just have to go off of memory. My first question to my elevated ancestors is just what was going on in this young lady's life a few days prior to her passing? Like, what was going on in her life? Who was she hanging around, and just different things like that? I actually feel like I'm being called to use one of these, so scratch that. Maybe to get some new energy flowing. All right, so same question, related ancestors. What happened? What was going on? Or not what happened just yet, but what was going on in her life a day or two, or even 3 days, like before she transitioned, before her untimely transition? What happened? If you have not already, go ahead and hit the subscribe and the thumbs up, please. Thank you. And of course, any questions that I do not answer that you all are curious about, just type them in the description box. I probably won't record a separate video. What I'll probably end up doing is just doing like a live one day and just answering, especially if there are especially if there are questions that don't, call for another video, like a full video, then I'll just probably answer them in a live one day. So let's see what was happening the last few days in Elizabeth Short's live elevator. I'm hearing that she was very paranoid. Yep, my Two of Spades and then my Joker just confirmed that. She was very paranoid, and she was also upset because she wasn't seeing much progress in her life. Like, she wasn't seeing much forward movement in her career. And so she was very paranoid. I'm feeling that she was very psychic. Like, she was like a highly psychic person, like very in tune, very intuitive. And so she just sensed and felt that something was wrong, something was out of whack. With this Joker right here, I'm feeling like there was somebody that she was close to, that she found out was not who they said that they were. She was very disappointed about that. I feel like she was blindsided, and before it was almost like too late for her to turn around. When she found out, let's see, because I'm feeling like she was probably like in a relationship with somebody. Like I said, I watched that documentary when I was like in fifth grade. Let me see, that has been too long to count, okay? At least 15 years or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember. But anywho, it's been a minute. And so, well, let me see. How old was I in 5th grade? When you're in 5th grade, I think you're like 10, 11. So it has been almost, it's been over 15 years, actually. 17 years. So since I watched the documentary, but I feel like that she was in a relationship with this person, and it was like a secret relationship. Oh, there's a woman. I'm seeing it. Okay, so I'm clairvoyant, and so I'm seeing what's playing out, of course, as I'm reading the cards. So it was like some deception in her friendship. It was like some type of like deception in her friendship. So she actually had I'm saying that it was like a relationship with a woman. Actually, not even a man. It was a relationship with a woman that she has seen the truth about. 7 of Hearts, Queen of Diamonds, and then the 3 of Diamonds. This was a crime of passion. Yeah, this wasn't something random. This was like for sure a crime of passion. With my 7 of Hearts here and my Queen of Diamonds, this was a crime of passion. I don't know. I'm feeling like that she could have been, like it could have been, because I'm sensing a woman and then and also like a masculine energy as well. That's what I'm picking up on. I'm picking up on a masculine energy, but then also a woman as well, like a more feminine energy. It was some gossip around town. I think it had got out that she was easy or something like that. Like cause I hear like people are talking about her being easy, her being gullible, very easily manipulated, like a Marilyn Monroe type energy, like what they say about Marilyn. Like I'm picking up that they said the same thing about Elizabeth. I feel like also somebody had lied about giving her some type of role, or inviting her to some event that would boost her career. Like they lied about it. And then also at the same time, somebody didn't want to see her win and be successful because they felt like that she was more talented than them. And I'm feeling like it's this woman that she was in a relationship with. Yep, it's this woman that she was in a relationship with. This woman that she was in a relationship with was very jealous. Very, 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 very jealous of her. Because she felt like Elizabeth was more talented than she was, or she was more likable. Like people liked her more than what they liked her. Yeah, this was a crime of passion. Oh yeah, it actually was. Yeah, I'm seeing a man and a woman, but this man is like a director or something like that. Like he's not a close friend to them. Like he's not in their inner circle. Rather, he's in a position of power. I feel like in Hollywood, he was like some type of director, some type of screenwriter, somebody that had a role that he wanted Elizabeth for. And so her lover was very upset about that because I feel like they had tried out for the same role. Like they had tried out for like the same role or something like that is what I'm picking up on. And she felt like this was going to be a breakout movie, or this was like her opportunity to really shine. Yeah, it was, a missed opportunity is what it is that I'm hearing. And especially with my 3 of clubs coming out in reverse here. Yep, a missed opportunity. Yeah, this woman, she was killed by a woman lover. Not a man, not a doctor. I'm seeing that this was a woman lover. This was a crime of passion. I feel like a man helped her. Yeah, a man helped her because like to cut up the body, like to bury the body or different things like that. Like she confided in a male figure, but it was a woman that did it though. With the 5 of Diamonds and my 9 of Clubs here, whew, Elizabeth got around. And when y'all hear me pause, usually I'm just deciphering my messages because I get an influx of information sometimes, and I'm like, okay, so like which one am I gonna talk about first, or which thing am I gonna focus on first? So Elizabeth got around. So this lady that she was with was very jealous. She wanted a relationship with her. Only like I'm picking up like I don't know if she was poly or they had like a poly relationship, an open relationship or something like that. Yeah, it was like open or like a one-sided relationship. Okay, so the woman that she was with, I don't know her name. If y'all know her name, put that in the comments, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But this woman that she was with, she wanted a full-blown relationship, like a monogamous relationship only with Elizabeth. Like she didn't want to have different people within their union, or what she suspected was a union. When it came to Elizabeth, she really just wouldn't. Like she was very like she wasn't really just trying to be tied down like that. Is what I'm picking up on. And so the lady, I'm feeling like she walked in actually on her. Oh, this is what happened. Oh, okay. She walked in on her with a man. Oh. She walked in on her with a man, and I'm seeing another female in the bed. She lied about her whereabouts. She as in Elizabeth lied to this lady. Because Elizabeth felt like this lady was just a bit unsafe. Like she was like, okay, she's growing a little bit too obsessed with me. I need to go ahead and just kind of like work on like cutting her off. I'm seeing Elizabeth having like big cut off energy. You know what I'm saying? But of course, this lady that was in love, because let me tell you something. Love is patient. Love is kind. Okay. Okay. Period. If you want to kill somebody, that's not love. You're demented. Okay. Period. You know what I'm saying? Especially with somebody that doesn't love you back. Like, it's one thing if y'all are like actually together, but they weren't together. They were just together sexually. They just had a sexual relationship, and this lady fell in love with Elizabeth, quote unquote, but Elizabeth didn't love her back. Elizabeth was a love him and leave him type girl. You know what I'm saying? Like with this Five of Diamonds is the card of sexual promiscuity. If you want to learn how to read playing cards, then sign up for my cartomancy class in the description at the end of October. I want to say my first class is October 30th or October 20th. I can't recall right now. Well, all information is on my website in the description box. So yeah, she was a love them and leave them type. And so this lady, this was a crime of passion. She walked in on Elizabeth, right? But it was a calculated crime of passion though. It was calculated because I feel like this lady, she was already playing, like she would say crazy stuff like, you know, like if I see you with somebody else, like I could just die, you know, or I just die, you know, if you don't be with me, like I can, like she was very dramatic in the way that she spoke about wanting a relationship with her. This lady heard through the grapevine, because they had like a close-knit friend group, and I'm hearing a gay male gossip, hearing and seeing a gay male gossiping to this crazy lady that killed Elizabeth. Well, you know she's upstairs, or you know she's, you know, currently, you know, with so and so right now. And this lady just flew into, like, I'm seeing her just fly into this rage. And she goes over and she catches them in the bed. She makes the man and the woman that Elizabeth is with leave. Then her and Elizabeth get to arguing. Ooh, what's going on? Let me see. Yeah, her and Elizabeth get to arguing. Ooh, y'all see that? Y'all see them cards? How they just fell out like that? Y'all see that? Jack of Diamonds, my Ace of Spades, and then my Nine of Spades. Yeah, this was a crime. It was a calculated crime of passion. Like the lady flew into it because she knew not to kill Elizabeth in front of those two people. Like they just got into it. Y'all remind me in the comments or not. I know she was chopped up, but was she stabbed before she was chopped up? Because I'm seeing the lady stab her like repeatedly. Like not just chop her up, but like I'm seeing her literally being stabbed repeatedly. So like was she stabbed? I can't remember, but I'm feeling like I don't have to remember because that's what I'm seeing. She was stabbed. You know what I'm saying? Like she was stabbed 10 million times. Like she's just stabbing this lady. And with this 9 of spades here, with this rage, she was so obsessed with her. I see her like with her bloody hands, like rubbing, well, y'all can't see me rubbing my face, but this crime of passion lady rubbing Elizabeth's blood like all over her, like all over herself. I even see her tasting the blood, like very, very, very demented type energy about this lady. She legit blacked out. Like she blacked out. She wasn't even fully present and aware of what it is that she was doing. Even though she had planned to do it, she got like this really big adrenaline rush, and she just did not stop. She did not stop. Wow. Yeah, even with this 9 of spades. Okay, now I see why they wanted me to use these cards, because of the images on there. Like she didn't stop. She just kept on. Goodness of peace. 5 of clubs, 8 of spades, 6 of clubs. She contemplated burning her body. And it's funny because before I pulled over this deck, I got a feeling like that she poured gasoline or some type of chemicals over her or something like that. Like she poured some type of chemicals on her after she was done. And after, of course, like she thought about setting her on fire, but maybe she couldn't find any matches. Like it was that wasn't, or she didn't want to like cause a big commotion or something, or draw like, not commotion, but draw like a lot of attention to herself or to the situation. She didn't want to draw a lot of attention to herself. And so that's when she decided to go ahead and cut her up, chop her up. I keep low-key going back to this King of Diamonds in my head. It's somebody, I don't know if she has a med, like I'm thinking that maybe she was a med student, or maybe she went to school with Elizabeth or something like that. Like they knew each other from some, like their studies, like not just their acting studies, but yeah, but like they shared, like they had multiple interests. And Elizabeth knew her, like they met each other like from one of the interests. And I'm feeling like it was like schooling, or maybe Elizabeth visited her at school or something like that. But I'm feeling like this lady was some type of student, or she dropped out of med school or something like that. Or not even med school, but just maybe like she was used to working with bodies or something like that, like anatomy, physiology, like something like that. Like she was used to working with it, because I see her being a bit studious. I'm also seeing Elizabeth having like a few different enemies, or a few different people that was jealous of her and didn't want to see her win. But she did not do this on her own. This lady, she had some like it wasn't hidden on its own. You know what I'm saying? Like she knew the right person. Hold on, let me get this totally right. It's like she knew actually what it is. I'm picking up that law enforcement in them really just didn't care to investigate any further because they felt like Elizabeth was just some throwaway, like some, and I'm trying to choose my words kindly to not offend anybody, but they felt like she was just some hoe to just throw away, honestly. Like that is what law enforcement felt like, that she was just disposable and that it really wasn't worth investigating. Because the talk around town is that people are like, what? They don't know who did it. Like, they don't know who did it. Like, what? Like, clearly so-and-so and so-and-so did it. But I'm feeling like that lady, like she knows somebody. Like maybe she knows like one of like the police people, like one of the police officers, like one of the investigators or something like that on the team. Like she knows them. And so they were able to, 9 of hearts, 7 of diamonds, really cover some things up. But then also it was some evidence or something like that was lost. With this 7 of diamonds here, they lost something. Like they didn't collect all of the information that they should have collected. And then also I feel like this lady, she moved abroad. After she did this, she traveled around the country, I feel like, for a little bit, like skipping until she just totally like skipped town and like moved abroad. Like I'm picking up like on Europe. Like she just moved. And so they didn't pursue it, 9 of hearts, any further. Because once again, they just felt like, oh, well, this was just some, just some hoe that I can just throw away as if, okay, she's not a human being that still deserves justice. You know what I'm saying? Dang, that's terribly sad. No, they're not going to reopen the case. Is the lady that killed her dead? Yes. I'm picking up like her, like she gone. She died of actually really old age. I'm seeing a really old woman. Like she died of old age. She lived a full life. Is what it is that I'm saying. Abroad. I'm picking up that she changed her name and different things like that. Like she changed her name, her identity, and pursued some type of... I feel like she was like a professor of some type of science. She was a professor. She became a professor of science over there in Europe somewhere, in one of their countries. Maybe Paris or London. Somewhere where they speak English and another language as their main languages. But it's English and it's another language. Yeah. Let me see. Do I have any other questions? Do y'all have any other questions? If so, leave them in the comments, because I feel like all the cards I just pulled just answered all of my questions. Like, what was going on the last few days? What was going on the past the few days prior to her passing? Who did it and why they did it? Yeah, all of my questions were answered. So if y'all have any additional questions, then leave them in the comment section below. Thank you all for tuning in. If you're interested in booking a personal reading, then go to my website. Descriptions of the styles of readings that I offer are in the description box. And thank y'all for tuning in. Let me know who else you want to see. Have a good one. Be safe, okay? Avoid crimes of passion, okay? I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.